Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Trevor Longpre, and I'm the chairperson of Unifor Master Bargaining Committee at GM and the plant chair of GM's St. Catharines Propulsion Plant. On behalf of Chris Waugh, Master Bargaining Committee Vice Chair out of Oshawa Assembly, as well as representatives from Unifor Local 88 at the CAMI Assembly Plant in Ingersoll and Local 636 at the GM Parts Distribution Center in Woodstock, I would like to thank you for attending today's media conference. I'm joined today by Unifor National President Lana Payne, whom you all know, and who will share some opening remarks with you shortly. I'm here to announce that today our union formally opened collective bargaining negotiations with General Motors. And while I can't share with you details of what was said, I can tell you that our union communicated our firm expectation that GM will pattern the strong economic agreement set by our members at Ford Motor Company, ratified just over 2 weeks ago. That deal moves the yardstick forward on wages, benefits, inflation protection, and retirement security for Canadian auto workers. We also acknowledge that these are uncertain times in which we are bargaining. The unjustified trade war launched by the United States towards Canada, including vehicle tariffs, is causing great hardship to our members and their families. We enter negotiations with approximately 30% of our members at General Motors facilities on layoff. Those layoffs include a shift reduction that took place at Oshawa Assembly earlier this year. It includes layoffs resulting from underutilization of our St. Catharines facility, despite forthcoming new engine investment. And most importantly, it includes our members at the idled CAMI plant, one of the company's best facilities anywhere in the world, and it currently has no product allocated. There are human faces behind each of those layoff numbers, faces of friends, faces of coworkers, and neighbors. We have told the company that we intend to talk about those jobs and about the future of the facilities in Canada. This is a priority. GM has been selling and building cars in Canada for more than 100 years, and that speaks volumes of the company's commitment to Canada and the commitment of Canadians to GM. And I can tell you no one is prouder of that accomplishment more than the workers, our members on the shop floor. We want to be building vehicles and propulsion systems in this country for the next 100 years. We will be bargaining over the next 2 weeks to a targeted deadline of August 21st. We will be bargaining at all hours of the day, and our job is simple. It's to get a deal that our members can be proud of, and a deal that demonstrates a continued commitment to automaking in Canada. With that, I want to pass the microphone over to our national president, Lana Payne.
Thank you, Trevor, and good afternoon to all of you. Thank you to the media who are with us today. I also want to recognize our thousands of members who work for General Motors and throughout the auto sector, working and watching us at home today. Thank you to our bargaining committee, who will give it everything they have over the coming 2 weeks. And my thanks to the Unifor chairs and vice chairs at Stellantis and Ford who stand with us. It really does take all of us. The past 18 months, as you all know, have been some of the most difficult for auto workers in Canada. But as I remind our members always, together we are capable of so much. And collective bargaining remains the most powerful tool available to workers. It's how we can create leverage. It's how we can advance the interests of working people. There is no doubt we face an unprecedented set of circumstances here and challenges. I spoke about those when we started this round of auto negotiations on June 22nd with Ford Motor Company, and I repeat them today. The most powerful leader in the world, the President of the United States, has said repeatedly he is coming for our auto sector and our jobs. For that reason, some commentators in this country have written us off. Some fail to understand the significance of the auto industry to workers, to communities, and to the advanced manufacturing industrial economy of our country. And yet here we are, this union, a Canadian union, still fighting for this industry, still fighting for working people. And I want to be clear, we are not going anywhere. as you've heard from Trevor, what we expect in this round of bargaining with General Motors is clear. We expect a pattern agreement to build on the foundation and momentum we established with Ford Motor Company. That pattern deal met the moment, and it was loudly supported by our members. That deal with Ford also included new investments, and it addressed workplace challenges in creative ways. We have told General Motors we expect to address investment with them too, as we would in any round of bargaining. And we expect to address the many workplace challenges we currently face. Today, at every single one of our GM manufacturing facilities, there are Unifor members on indefinite layoff. Company production volumes have declined in Canada, yet GM continues to be the top-selling automaker in our country. This has us concerned, and I say that concern is well-founded. It's fair to say here that we expect more, a lot more. So that's why you will continue to hear me and the leadership of this union advocate for an industrial policy based on a very simple premise. If a company expects to sell here in Canada, they must also build here in Canada. It's these talks, and in these talks, we expect to have discussions about every single one of GM's facilities. That includes Oshawa, a plant with enough capacity to do more, much more. It includes St. Catharines, a jewel in the company's powertrain operations. It includes our distribution center at Woodstock, and I want to be clear, it also includes CAMI Assembly Plant in Ingersoll, where our members have been through the ringer, even before the trade war was launched by Donald Trump. I honestly believe that we have something to prove here. We have to show everyone, including Canadians, and especially our members, that this auto industry is here to stay, and that General Motors intends to be an important part of that industry for generations to come. That's our collective responsibility during these talks. It is our GM members and their families that give us the fuel and, quite frankly, the inspiration to keep fighting and to do everything we can during these talks for them and for their future, because that's what's at stake right now. And yes, I know what's in front of us will not be easy, but I have the very best of teams with me, rank and file leaders from across the GM chain ready to do this work. And I want to be clear about one more thing. Canada cannot and must not become a market only for vehicles that are made somewhere else. If we want an advanced industrial and manufacturing industry in this country, it starts with building cars and trucks and engines right here at home. And yes, of significance right now, as we are negotiating this contract with General Motors, Canadian negotiators will also be in Washington talking trade with the United States, and we wish them the very best. On that front, though, we have been more than clear from the very beginning that a deal that uses Canadian leverage but leaves the auto sector out or embeds unsustainable tariffs is not a deal that we can support as a union. The coming days will be some of the most consequential for Canada's auto industry, but none of that changes the job that we have to do here with General Motors. We have an agreement to reach. We have plants and jobs to secure. We have a lot of people counting on us, and we have 2 weeks to get this done. So let's go.